Jonas, the charismatic frontman of the Jonas Brothers, has always been a figure who balances the highs of stardom with the personal quest for meaningful connections. In a candid conversation that peels back the layers of his post-divorce life, Jonas shares insights into his dating world, revealing the challenges of finding romance while navigating the relentless pace of a major tour. It's been 2 years since his high-profile split from Sophie Turner, and while the wounds from that chapter have healed into something resembling normalcy, Jonas admits that love remains an elusive spark in his otherwise vibrant existence. The singer, now 36, finds himself in a peculiar limbo. The Jonas 20 Greetings from Your Hometown tour demands his full attention. Endless rehearsals, back-to-back performances, and the kind of exhaustion that comes from pouring your soul into arenas night after night. 5 shows in a row doesn't make it easy to meet someone for coffee, he confesses, his words carrying the weight of someone who's mastered the art of stage presence but struggles with the simplicity of a casual date. It's a relatable sentiment for anyone who's ever tried to juggle passion projects with personal desires, but for Jonas, it's amplified by the spotlight that follows him everywhere. The tour isn't just a series of concerts. It's a whirlwind that leaves little room for spontaneity, turning what should be effortless encounters into logistical puzzles. Yet, Jonas isn't one to wallow in isolation. He insists he's not swiping through traditional dating apps, those digital marketplaces of hope and heartbreak that have become the modern rom-com trope. I guess Instagram and TikTok are apps and I've met people that way, he adds with a chuckle, acknowledging the irony of social media's dual role as both connector and curator of superficial bonds. These platforms, once mere extensions of his professional life, have unexpectedly become portals to potential romance. A direct message here, a collaborative video there. It's how connections flicker to life in the digital age, especially for someone whose schedule is dictated by tour buses and soundchecks rather than coffee shops and parks. Reflecting on his past, Jonas's romantic history reads like a glossy tabloid timeline, dotted with A-list entanglements that captivated fans and fueled endless speculation. Before Sophie Turner entered his life in 2016, there was Taylor Swift, whose whirlwind romance inspired hits and heartaches alike. Gigi Hadid followed, a brief but intense chapter that showcased Jonas's affinity for strong, independent women in the public eye. Each relationship was a learning curve, teaching him about vulnerability, timing, and the peculiar pressures of dating under scrutiny. But it's the marriage to Turner that lingers most profoundly. The couple, who tied the knot in 2019, welcomed daughters Willa in 2020 and Delphine in 2021, building a family amid the chaos of fame. Their union lasted 4 years, but by September 2023, Jonas filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences in a move that shocked many. The dissolution wasn't without its turbulence. A contentious custody battle ensued, drawing out the pain and inviting public dissection. Headlines screamed of legal wrangling over where the girls would live, with Jonas advocating for stability in Miami and Turner pushing for time in her native England. It was a year-long saga that tested their resilience as co-parents, culminating in a finalized agreement in September 2024. Today the exes have carved out a functional rhythm, prioritizing their daughters above all. Willa, now 5, and Delphine, 3, are the anchors in Jonas's world, little beacons of joy that remind him why he fights so hard for balance. Co-parenting, he implies, has become a masterclass in maturity, forcing him to compartmentalize personal regrets for the sake of bedtime stories and school runs. In the wake of the divorce, Jonas dipped his toes back into the dating pool with cautious optimism. A brief romance with model Stormi Bree surfaced in early 2024, a connection that sparked whispers of a fresh start. Bree, known for her poised presence in fashion circles, seemed like a fitting match, someone who understood the demands of a creative life. But as quickly as it ignited, it fizzled, leaving Jonas to reflect on the scars it unearthed. It was scary and intimidating to move on, he admitted during a May appearance on Talk Shop Live, his voice laced with the raw honesty that endears him to fans. That vulnerability is key. Jonas isn't afraid to admit that leaping back into love feels like skydiving without a net. It's okay to take a leap of faith and just try again and put yourself out there, he encourages, extending that wisdom to anyone nursing a broken heart. It's a mantra born from experience, one that echoes the resilience he's cultivated through therapy, self-reflection, and the unwavering support of his brothers, Kevin and Nick. The Jonas brothers themselves have been a steady force, their bond unbreakable despite the individual heartaches each has weathered. The trio's latest tour isn't just a nostalgic nod to their Disney roots. It's a triumphant reclamation of their legacy, blending high-energy anthems with introspective ballads that hint at personal growth. Jonas's solo moments on stage often delve into themes of love lost and found, drawing from his own emotional reservoir. Fans sense it, the way his eyes light up during Sucker, or soften in the quieter verses of Cool. It's cathartic, this public processing turning private pain into shared anthems. Amid the tour's frenzy, Jonas finds solace in small rituals. Late-night songwriting sessions on the bus, where melodies morph into confessions. Workouts that clear the mental fog, channeling anxiety into endorphins. And yes, those fleeting Instagram interactions that occasionally bloom into real conversations. He's not rushing though. At 36, Jonas is content with the slow burn. Dating for him isn't about filling a void but about genuine compatibility, someone who can laugh at tour mishaps, appreciate a quiet night in and embrace the chaos of fatherhood. The right person he muses will understand that his heart is big enough for spotlights, stages and second chances. This openness extends to his thoughts on exes too. When asked about Taylor Swift's latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, Jonas treads lightly but positively. "I've heard some of it," he shares. "I think she's obviously the biggest artist out there and I think it's good. Everybody's got an opinion about it, but from what I've heard, there are some catchy melodies. There's no bitterness, just respect." A testament to how far he's come from the days of chart-topping diss tracks. Swift's dominance in pop culture is undisputed, her every release a cultural event. For Jonas, offering praise feels natural, a nod to shared history without reopening old wounds. As the tour rolls on, Jonas remains hopeful. Love, after all, has a way of defying schedules and spotlights. Whether it sparks over a TikTok duet or a chance encounter post-show, he's open to it. In the meantime, he's leaning into the joy of single fatherhood, the thrill of live music, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing he's enough. The Jonas Brothers' journey, from boy band phenoms to seasoned artists, mirrors his own evolution. And in that evolution lies the promise of new beginnings, where romance isn't a deadline but a delightful detour.